Alright guys, welcome to my Red Dead Redemption 3 video. Just to clear up any confusion, this is not an actual inside leak. Obviously, this is just a guy in a room talking about my idea for Red Dead Redemption 3, which was actually my idea for Red Dead Redemption 2, but then a prequel was made instead of a sequel. But I think a lot of the ideas I had 10 years ago actually still hold up for making it. So this is just me making a little video about what my ideas for Red Dead Redemption 3 slash what Red Dead Redemption 2 could have been. Because I think it's kind of cool, and I wanted to share it before there actually ever is a Red Dead Redemption 3, if Rockstar ever decides to make another new game. As you can see here, I wrote down almost no notes, and I did almost no research into both the character ages, years, and plots that finish the Red Dead games or actual historical events. So I'm kind of playing fast and loose with facts here. Red Dead Redemption 1, spoiler alerts, John Marston, the main character, dies. You take over as playing Jack, his son, and killing the leader of the Pinkertons that killed your father. So, what are my ideas that could have been Red Dead Redemption 2 slash I think still really work well for Red Dead Redemption 3? So you continue to play as Jack, which I think would be nice because it follows in the tradition of what the prequel even brought in, is that you start as one character, you play as the main character of the next game at the end. So it would follow that same sort of pattern. And I believe Red Dead Redemption 1 ends in the year 1914 slash 1915-ish. Jack's mom, Abigail, is dead, and he is about to set out on his quest for revenge. He is around 18 or 19 years old at that point. So after he gets revenge, this is where my idea kind of takes off, where let's say he moves north at this point because he wants to kind of get away from everything that's happened, and he's by himself now. So he moves north towards maybe the Chicago-ish area. This is flexible, but the Chicago-ish area. And right around this, because this is going to take place over World War One and Prohibition, and the timelines, I believe, add up quite nicely here. So he moves up north, he's kind of seeking a new life, and that would be, if the events of the game take place around 1914, 1915, he's 18 to 19, he's going to move up north. That's going to put us around 1916, 1917, which World War One actually starts in 1914 and goes to 1918. The U.S. began its involvement in 1917. So let's say he volunteers or he's drafted into World War One. He's around 21 to 22 years old at this point. And so in typical Rockstar Games fashion, they did this in Grand Theft Auto 5, and they did this at Red Dead Redemption 2. You start off in a non-playable area. So this would be just a few story missions that take place in World War One. So this would be the first time a Rockstar game has ever actively tackled a real war. Now, they play fast and loose with real names and real places, so, take whatever liberties you want with calling this World War One or what it implies. But I think while he's in this World War One fighting in the European theater, you get a chance to do some cool Rockstar set pieces that they like to do before the game comes back to open world. And maybe he has Italian squad mates, or maybe he meets people in Italy. Maybe he fights with Lawrence of Arabia. I don't know. But either way, he's going to meet some Italians, because when he comes back, we start looking at Prohibition in the United States around 1920. So this would so now what's the open world setting for this Rockstar game, Red Dead Redemption 3? Well, now he's in Prohibition era Chicago, maybe Prohibition era New York. You could, if you wanted to tie it in and use the names of Liberty City, or create some other fictitious areas, but that kind of like Lake Michigan area, I think would be really cool to explore. You could still have some Western elements outside of the city of Chicago, but then have a true big open city inside of Chicago for him to play around with. He could get involved with Italian gangs, Irish gangs, all in that kind of Prohibition era setting, corrupt cops. I think that it hasn't been tackled in a game yet. World War One, Prohibition, not super popular topics. Everyone kind of skips usually to World War II. And that's a prime age for John Marston. That's 23, 24, 25, becoming a man. And I think fitting the themes of the Red Dead Redemption games, where each one has been about a character's, they have these pretty strong arcs. Jack should have, his early childhood traumas of being involved in the gang life of the West, and now he's seen his dad die, he's seen his mom die, he tries to make something better, goes to war. There's some, I don't necessarily want to jump straight to PTSD, but there's some issues there. He comes back, he makes friends, either with an Italian squad mate or something like that, but some reason to kind of draw him into the gang life, or he's just, he needs money after coming home, or he has nothing else going on, so he gets involved in that environment, and then we can lead that into, what his redemption is going to be after that, or, in similar tragic fashion to the other games, he would meet his end after all that kind of stuff happens. But you can tie in like a Capone figure. There's a lot of, what Rockstar likes to do is pull in real world things and kind of change those real world things to fit a slightly fictitious narrative. I think there's a lot of really cool material to work with, and the timelines all make sense. So I think that would be a cool Red Dead Redemption. I thought it would make a good Red Dead Redemption 2, just kind of jumping right into Jack afterwards. So I've had this idea forever, and I just kind of want to do like a short little video essay articulating my thoughts on what I thought would make a cool Red Dead Redemption 3, a cool continuation of the story. If you're I'm a big Marston fan, so I like the idea of continuing to play as John Marston's son and fleshing out the whole story there. So that's my ideas. Leave some comments below. Let me know what you think of either my idea or what your ideas for a Red Dead Redemption 3 could be. And sorry if you happen to be one of the 5 people that are viewing this video, and of the 5 people viewing the video, you thought for some reason this was actual insider information about Red Dead 3. I apologize. I hope you didn't have to sit through a lot before you realized this was just my one-take ramblings of what I think a cool Red Dead Redemption 3 story would be. So thanks for listening, and look forward to having some discussion down below. I dropped my fucking pen. Damn it.